All right, hello team, Sergeant Johnson here. So today we're going to talk about the promotion point worksheet and what we can do from an individual level to improve our promotion points, and then what we can do as NCOs from Sergeant, Staff Sergeant on up for our soldiers to facilitate for them and help them get the points that they need to get promoted. So why are we doing this right now? So with the COVID-19 situation, we want to find a way to reach out and do a quick little 5 to 10 minute discussion on things that may be pertinent. And right now, with promotion points being so high for sergeants and specialists, this is a perfect discussion. So right now, we are averaging between 550 and 600 points for promotion to Sergeant and Staff Sergeant for 14 Hotel. So the days of getting promoted as a star MOS for a 14 Hotel or 200, 300 points, they're kind of gone right now. They may come back in the future, but don't bank on that. So in order to get promoted right now, we have to follow into that total soldier concept mantra. All right. So what do we need to do as leaders in the organization? Okay, so leaders, we need to make a conscious decision to sit down with our subordinates, with their PPW and their ERB first of all, and reflect those off of each other. So one thing you might find out if you actually do this with all of your soldiers and individuals, you're going to see some stuff missing. And probably half of the individuals I've sat down with, there's been something missing, whether it be an award or some college classes or a PT score that hasn't been updated properly. And let's get those fixed right away, because as soon as those get fixed, that takes care of the easy stuff. All right. So soldiers, there also is an individual responsibility. You should be checking your PPW on the 1st of every month. Promotion points are sent and published to HRC by the 8th of the month. So if you check on the 1st, that gives you enough time to get things updated on either your ERB or either through DTMS for weapons and PT. So go see your clerk and get those things updated accordingly. So let's break down the promotion point worksheet. The two most important things, if you want to increase your promotion points for the majority of the people in the Army, and more specifically for 14 hotels, is PT and weapons. It's nothing new. We've been saying it for a long time, that those two are the most important things to get taken care of. There are very few of us that have a 300 and a perfect weapons qualification. If you can get those things, then that's great. And then you'll be far ahead of your peers and you'll likely get promoted. Most of the people that have gotten promoted, though, over the past few months have had a 270 and an expert weapons qualification. So instead of trying to shoot for that elusive 300, which if you have a 220, 240, it's going to be pretty difficult to do, set small goals. Getting a 270 is quite easy to do if you just put a little bit of time and effort into it. You may be a bad runner. Just focus on push-ups and sit-ups and get really good at them. You may be a bad shot. Go to the EST. Get out there, sit down find out who the best person in the unit is at shooting, and find out these little tweak lessons that you can get from them and then become a better shooter. So just some perspective when it comes to what I just said, which everyone already knows, is some numbers for you. So a sergeant with a weapons qualification of 25 only gets 48 promotion points. If he can get a 38, he gets 153. That's 6 RCOMs. With everyone so worried about getting awards, you can get 6 RCOMs right there if you take your weapons qualification from a 25 to a 38. A staff sergeant is no different. 36 points for a 25, 104 points for a 38. That's 6 AAMs. For PT, you can improve your promotion points by 50. For a sergeant, if you go from a 239 to a 270, that's only 31 points. That's 10 push-ups, 15 sit-ups extra. That's it. And for a staff sergeant, the gap is even more, 44 points to 115. Once you hit that 270, that's where that big jump happens. You get a huge jump from 269 to 270. So do what you can, start knocking out some push-ups and sit-ups, because when this COVID-19 situation is over, we can start doing some PT tests and get everyone get promoted. Now with that may go away. There's talks of the ACFT eliminating promotion points altogether, but that's not till October. So let's try to get promoted before October. Let's work on our push-ups, sit-ups, and work on our weapons qualifications. And myself and the other NCOs in the unit will get us to a range as soon as this is all over. Okay, so what are some leader responsibilities with that? So leaders, get your soldiers to ranges. Schedule them accordingly. We have people in the unit that are EST qualified. We can get to the EST. We can sit down with the people that are experts and find out what they're good at and work accordingly. And for PT, just make yourself available. You don't have to be getting down and doing PT with your soldiers all the time, but it doesn't hurt. I know there's a crew in the SMC right now that they have an internal crew SOP that they do push-ups every 30 minutes the entire shift. And I bet you their push-ups are pretty high on their PT score. So do something like that. Just make yourself available, and also make yourself available to do an APFT. When this is all over, say, hey, let's do a PT test. Let's improve your PT score. Let's go to the range. It's all about making yourself available, NCOs. Okay, now that the obvious portion is out of the way, awards. So with awards, and even onto schools, I like to think of those as putting the cart before the horse. Everyone talks about getting more awards and getting passed over for this award or getting passed over for that school. But we just talked about PT and weapons and how much more points you can get just by doing a little bit of effort. It's all about cost-benefit analysis with that. It's going to be a lot harder for you to get an AAM and a whole lot easier for you to do 5 extra push-ups on your PT test. But NCOs, what can we do? We can recommend our soldiers for awards. Right now, we have a great command team on both sides on the 11th and 13th that have done a wonderful job of recognizing excellence that we've had over the last year. We can do COAs, the 5 promotion points. They get signed off by an 05, and you can get 5 promotion points for that. Recognize your soldiers. If they're doing great things, put them in for an award. Driver's badges. NCOs, we know you're taking that TMP around. This goes for other units as well. A driver's badge is not that difficult to obtain. If you don't have one, talk to your NCO about how to get it and work that avenue. And that's 10 promotion points. And now on to schools. Like we said, we have a great command team forward that assists us in all of our schools. We've been able to get over 2,500 hours of school opportunities. So take advantage of that now. That's not always going to be the case whatever unit you get to. But don't rely so heavily on schools and awards. Focus on the stuff that you have direct control over. Volunteer for schools as much as possible, but don't wait for them. Work on the things that are easily obtainable. And with that, correspondence courses. If you have not maxed your correspondence courses, do it. Because once you max those correspondence courses, you get 80 hours, or 80 promotion points, excuse me. And those correspondence courses can transfer over into college classes, which we know not everyone wants to do college. But college is extremely easy to do once you just do one class. That's all we asked. Start with one. Ask your NCOs to help you. Most of your NCOs have already completed a degree or almost in a degree. They can walk you through how to do it and how to just do one college class. Once you do one, the rest are easy. And then you get a lot of promotion points transferred over from your military training with it too. Just do one. Okay, and then DLPT. There's a lot of individuals in the Army that speak a second language. If you speak a second language and are fluent and can write in it, take the DLPT. Sergeant Trujillo, he's very well versed on how to do that here in the SMC, and he can help assist you with getting that through. I know we have 2 guys already that are in the process of taking their DLPT, and you get a good amount of promotion points for that. Okay, so that pretty much concludes what we were going to discuss today in regards to the promotion point worksheet and what we can do as leaders to hold our soldiers accountable and to help them and guide them in the right path. Just if you guys want to see it, leave your comment down below, like and share the video. That's all we got. Thank you guys for joining. We're going to give you guys 10, all right? Take care.